Ring season isn't over just yet. Welcome into the Baseball Village. I'm Cory McCartney, and it's the 17's turn as we bring you the last of the national championship tournaments from here at LakePoint Sports. Today we've got a matchup of the Cooperstown Cobras from Texas versus CBC Marucci Blackhawks out of Ohio. First pitch just minutes away in this one, and I'll be joined here shortly by Jack McCartney. This game includes 15 players who come into this carrying state rankings, including 4 who will be suiting up for next week's senior future games. And on the topic of the future games, again, just days away, July 22nd through 25th here at LakePoint Sports, a collection of the top uncommitted players from across the country, Canada coming as far as Hawaii for the junior future games, senior future games, and of course the main event, the future games. It is hundreds of college coaches, opportunity knocking for these players, and really an impact on lives that will go way down the line into their baseball journeys. I was joined by Prep Baseball Canada's Josh Arce to break down the team that they'll be bringing from the Great White North. The road to the future games runs straight to LakePoint Sports, where July 22nd through 25th, the top uncommitted players in the United States and Canada will show up and show out for the hundreds of college of coaches in attendance. And it's apropos that I say Canada as we welcome in Prep Baseball Canada Director Josh Arce. Josh, good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Cory.
You're welcome. A year ago, 4 Canadians committed out of the future games to Power 4 powerhouses, Kansas State, Michigan, USC, and Texas. There were 5 such players the year before that. The opportunity, the payoff are undeniable. What is your message to the players when you extend those invitations?
Yeah, obviously the message is that there's a big opportunity here for them to play in front of hundreds of college coaches, all in one complex over a 4-day span. So the message is that they're here for a reason, and to go show out what they've been doing all summer, just with a few more eyes on them.
We'll turn our attention to 4 players who will be in attendance repping the Great White North, and begin with day 1 starter on the mound, Ontario's Lucien Kovalchuk. Ontario's second-ranked player, fastball teetering toward 90 at 6'4", 180 pounds. Prep Baseball President Sean Duncan likes to say a bell rings each time a pitcher hits 90 at the feature games. Is Lucien about to ring that bell?
I think he is about to ring that bell, and I think it's going to be a couple ticks higher than 90. It's a massive frame on the mound. He moves so well. Smooth mover, really quick arm. He's going to show some pitchability in his couple innings as well. He's got 3 pitch mix. All of them are for strikes. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a couple ticks north of 90, in my opinion. So there should be a good sea of college coaches behind home plate while he's on the mound, and we're definitely looking forward to day 1 against Pennsylvania.
Next up, we hit Alberta for outfielder and right-handed pitcher Ethan Renault out of Okotoks Dogs Academy. Exit velos up to 102.9, outfield velo to 96 or 106.5 EV, and 154 outfield velo if we're being internationally friendly and talking about kilometers. Regardless, this 2024 junior future gamer has all the tools to open some eyes.
He really does, and he's been on the national stage here in Canada for the last few years. Like you said, the Junior Future Games also has some national tournaments, the Ray Carter Cup at the Rogers Center. So he's sort of done it all at sort of a young age, and I think this is definitely going to be that coming out party for him for all of the schools south of the border. He's been on a tear this summer, arguably one of the best hitting lineups in the country here in Canada. So we're definitely looking forward to watching him throughout the workout, and he's a bat to follow throughout gameplay as well.
2 more outfielders, Ontario's Mikey Batiste and British Columbia's Jake Carrier. Batiste, Ontario's #1 player, has some absurd numbers, EVs north of 104, a bat speed of 85.8, and a 96 arm from the outfield. Carrier runs a 6'9", 60, and this Abbotsford lefty has a bat that screams impact.
Yeah, Batiste was a guy who we had last year as an underager at the Future Games, and his stuff just continues to trend up. I mean, it's a massive frame, but he patrols center field very well. He was in center field for us last year at the Future Games, and he just glides out there, glides to the ball in the gaps, covers so much ground with those big strides. And I mean, the numbers at the plate speak for themselves. The BP is going to be special. It's going to be fun to watch. And he carries that into gameplay with, I mean, last year he hit a backside home run in our game 2 against Maryland. So I would expect more power for him this year, and even being more comfortable at the plate with last year already under his belt. And with Carrier, it's left on left, athletic, lead off to center field profile, a guy who's performed out west for against his age and against older competition. So he's a guy that we're definitely looking forward to having down. West Coast Super sophomore alumni last year, and was one of the top players at that event. So he'll attract some tension for sure at the future games, and should be a player to watch over the 4 days.
Well, Josh, appreciate it and excited to see the best that Canada has to offer here at the future games.
Awesome. Thank you.
We are inching closer. First pitch in today's featured matchup between Cooperstown Cobras and CBC Marucci Blackhawks. Let's take a look at the starting lineups presented to you by the Windscreen Factory. Cooperstown Cobras being led off by Mac Martin, the center fielder. Then it's DJ Denny, the third baseman. James Bryant Gill hitting third, playing short. Hitting fourth is DH Alex Andrews. And then it's right fielder Tyler King. First baseman Kason Kersey. Then it's catcher Hunter Robinson. Left fielder Parker Thomas. Extra hitter Bo Kuhn. Extra hitter Jack Beers. Houston Webster, the second baseman. Will have Colton Crawford on the mound. Meanwhile, CBC Marucci Blackhawks being led off by Reese Donges, the second baseman. Then it's Tyler Collins, the left fielder. Then it's Brady Carius, their catcher. Eric Niedeber, the first baseman. Trevor Carter, the left fielder. Troy Kazmarek, the DH. Jackson Gear, the third baseman. Ross Banks, extra hitter. Weston Glass, shortstop. Chase Moak, the center fielder. And they will have Nick Carter on the mound. I'm going to drop out audio-wise anyway. We'll bring you first pitch here momentarily. Cooperstown Cobras, CBC Marucci Blackhawks. You were watching the 17U National Championship from LakePoint Sports. As you can see, our warm-ups continue in our featured game from the 17U National Championship between Cooperstown Cobras and CBC Marucci Blackhawks. While I've got a minute, have you take a look at our interview that we got to do with Jason Kidd when he was here for National Program Invitational, bringing a JK Select team that made some serious noise. And it was a lot of fun catching up with the NBA Hall of Famer, one of the greatest point guards of all time. Hall of Famer, NBA champion, now a baseball dad in the face of JK Select Baseball. Jason Kidd, man, appreciate the time.
Thanks a lot for having me.
Tell me about this transition in baseball becoming such a big part of your life.
Yeah, I think, well, growing up as a kid, I loved playing baseball in the Bay Area. Favorite team was the Oakland A's, the Bash Brothers. And so now having a son who loves playing baseball, just seeing the travel circuit, I thought maybe we could jump in. And so understanding JK Select, we've already have young ladies teams for basketball, so that we thought we would jump into baseball.
Yeah, you mentioned the girls. You already put more than 45 players in the Division I level. When you were putting this together, how important was it for you to become an organization and not just chance? Obviously one of the best catchers in the nation at 29, not just his team.
Yeah, just understanding when we sat down with Brandon Chancellor and Michael Phelps, we talked about this isn't about chance. This is about the young kids that we can help. And so Chance is going to go off and do what he wants, and then he's going to graduate. But we want to be around for not just 5 years, but for 10 to 15 years. And so they were on board. In 5 months, we put this together. And so it's been pretty awesome to see. And we're really excited about the brand, and it's a lot of fun to watch these young kids play.
At the end of the day, mentorship, education is kind of all part of it. You had the success at the girls level. What did you learn from girls basketball that does translate over to working with young baseball players?
Well, I think that the biggest thing is you just mentioned mentorship, understanding how to or help these young men with being leaders. And they come in all different sizes and shapes. You don't have to be a rah-rah guy. You can be a quiet guy. You can be a guy that leads by example. And so for us, understanding not just the physical build, but the mental build. We want to be able to talk about the mental side of sports and life. And so we're trying to put them in front of sports psychologists, understanding this is a failed sport. In basketball, if you go 3 for 10, the coach might want to think about bringing you and sitting you on the bench. But that could be an all-star or Hall of Famer if you bat 300. So just understanding we're trying to put these young men in front of different people who've had success in baseball, but just in life, from doctors who maybe played baseball, went to an Ivy League school, and has been successful in business, that there's other things that lead from the game of baseball.
Yeah, I remember the Sports Illustrated photo of you in your bed with all the offers around you. I remember coming home as a kid and seeing that photo. What do the messages that you tell kids about handling expectations and hype and kind of just navigating those waters?
Yeah, I was just lucky. The mailbox got a lot of letters from colleges. When they did that picture, that's a classic picture. People still talk about that. But it's just, I love the game of basketball, and I thought continue to play against the best in the country. I would go to Maryland, I would go to New York, go to Arizona, Texas to try to play against the best. And it wasn't always where I was successful. You would lose, you learn from losing, and then that you just want to get better. But the biggest thing, and this is an example that I just learned the other night on JK Select, we have a young man who's never flown on an airplane before.
Huh.
And so just understanding that story alone made me smile, because we've already helped one person get out of Yuma. And so just understanding this young lefty, and he's never flown, and then we gave him the ball the first game for JK Select, and understanding the pressure, the nerves, the butterflies, we want to help with that. We want to put you on the biggest stage and then understand how to control the breathing, how to control the anxiety, but just go out and have fun. That's the biggest message.
I love that. Growing up, you were a catcher and outfielder, I'd read in the Bay Area. If we were to have had a 17-year-old Jason Kidd at a prep baseball event, what kind of player would we have seen?
Contact. I wasn't a power hitter. I put it on the ground, or I tried to put it in the gap. I believe that I can outrun the baseball. But again, I was one that just tried to make contact and put pressure on the defense. And then understanding, I thought baseball helped me with basketball, thinking ahead, the vision of seeing the base runner and someone stealing, or just trying to, again, a teammate, pass and catch, as much as that might sound funny, being a catcher, receiving, being able to help my teammate, the pitcher.
Before I let you go, you're a guy who understands roster construction in the NBA. You're someone who's lived that. Are you familiar with 82 and 0?
I'm not.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have you do this because I think this would be absolutely fantastic. All right. So this is how it works. So you're trying to create a team that goes 82 and 0. So you spin and it gives you a team and an era, and then you got to select 5 guys, and then it tells you what your record's going to be.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to spin it, and the first thing we get is we get the Hornets in the 2010s. So you got to pick one of these guys that would make up your team. You got Al Jefferson, Steven Jackson, Gerald Wallace, Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker.
All right, so you're going Kemba Walker. Obviously, going to put him a point guard, which means if we get you, you may not have a spot on this team.
I'll come off the bench.
All right, there you go. All right, next one is the Spurs, and we're talking the 2010s. You got DeMar DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge, Kawhi.
Kawhi.
Tim Duncan.
Oh, man, this is a tough one. I got to go Kawhi.
All right, so you're going Kawhi. You can put Kawhi in multiple spots. You can play him at power forward, small forward, shooting guard.
Small forward.
Small forward. All right, next one. I can't believe you've never done this before.
I haven't.
All right, Milwaukee Bucks in the 90s. Glenn Robinson, Vin Baker, Ray Allen.
Shooting guard. I got to go Ray.
All right, we're going to go Ray. All right.
We need a shooting guard.
All right, looking good so far. All right, next one. We got 2 more spins. All right, the Celtics, and we're living in the 2010s. Celtics in the 2010s. You got Kyrie, Paul Pierce. We've already got a point guard.
I'm going.
We got Garnett. You can put Garnett down low. Jason Tatum.
I got to go Garnett.
All right, and you're going to put him at power forward or center?
Let's go center.
All right, he's going center. All right, last one. You're going to be stuck with whatever power forward is on this last team.
That's why I had to go.
Denver Nuggets in the 70s. Oh, got David Thompson, but that's a shooting guard. So you're going to have George McGinnis. You can have Bobby McGinnis.
Oh, George McGinnis.
All right.
For sure.
Okay. Put him at power forward. You ready to see? You went 51 and 31. That's a long way off from 82 and 0.
We can't go 82 and 0, but I'll take 50 wins. You can keep your job.
That's right. Jason, man, listen, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
It was so much fun having Jason Kidd here in studio during the National Program Invitational, getting ready for our home plate meeting. As you can see here, first pitch just moments away. Cooperstown Cobras, CBC Marucci Blackhawks, 17U National Championship. And we'll, of course, have coverage for you on Tuesday, as we'll have the championship game slated for 11:20 a.m. and that's going to be part of a hectic week here at LakePoint Sports. As I mentioned earlier, it's Future Games week, so we'll have a number of broadcasts right here available for you for free on Facebook, X, and YouTube. Later on that Tuesday at 4 o'clock, we'll have Southeast versus the Plains out of the Senior Future Games division. On Wednesday, we'll have two Future Games workout windows. So we'll have the 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. window, and then again be back on air from 3:30 to 5:30. So I'll be joined by a number of players, scouts, and hopefully some other baseball personalities, people from other walks of sports here on campus for the Future Games. And then it's on to our Game of the Day schedule. On Thursday, it'll be Ohio versus Michigan at 8:30 p.m. Friday, we'll have Canada versus Maryland at 10 a.m. Saturday will be Indiana versus Missouri. That's slated for 11:30 a.m. And then on Sunday, we'll bring you the Junior Future Games Championship at 2:30 p.m. Now, joined here in studio by Jack McCartney. And Jack, I think that's always the coolest part of this, is the young guys, they get to play a tournament. So the older guys will always tell you when the Future Games is over with, man, I wish we could play in a tournament with this team. The younger guys literally get to do it, and they potentially get to walk out of here as Junior Future Games champions.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a cool event. The whole thing is from Senior Future Games, Junior Future Games. But that last extra day of Future Games with the Junior Future Games Championship is always just so much fun.
Unless it rains. 2 years ago it was washed out.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even it's not like an actual tournament as in you're playing for the national championship, but it means so much to these players and the scouting directors that run the teams that they want to go out there and win it. And I think that's one of the coolest things too. Last year, Tennessee with Hunter Martin, that was just such a fun environment built around that team, and they were real excited to hold that championship belt.
So I think you touched on something that I think is really key for the current state of the junior feature games. It used to be that the coaches would be down there scouting these guys who were, 13, 14-year-olds trying to get that early commitment. Now that they can't do that anymore, every bit of focus is on the feature games and the senior feature games. And the work of the scouting directors and the state directors, and you mentioned Hunter Martin in Tennessee, is they're trying to put the best players from their state in front of hundreds of college coaches who are here to see them right before the recruiting window opens on August 1st. The younger guys, they're there to win. And they're trying to put a team together that can go out there and represent their state and maybe get out of here with the Junior Feature Games Championship. So I think just that dynamic of it makes it so much fun. It heightens everything around those guys because, I'm sure it was a different situation 4 years ago when you were a 14U player and you got out of here, and maybe an SEC, ACC, Big Ten, Pac-12 back in the day, coach got to look at you and you ended up getting out of here with a college commitment. Now they've got hardware to play for, so it certainly makes it a lot of fun and heightens everything around the work of those state directors and their boots on the ground trying to put those teams together. And we're close to first pitch here. Cooperstown Cobras, CBC Marucci Blackhawks. Mac Martin going to lead things off for Cooperstown Cobras. Nick Carter on the mound right now for CBC Marucci Blackhawks. Carter at a Larry A. Ryle High School in Kentucky. 6 foot, 193-pounder. He's got a fastball around 86, curveball 66 to 68, changeup 77 to 80, and a slider 71 to 74. He's the 23rd ranked right-handed pitcher in Kentucky, 62 overall in the class, and he's going to face off against Mac Martin as we get things underway here. First pitch incoming, 84.3, swings through that for strike one. Martin Geyer High School out of Denton, Texas. He's 57th ranked shortstop in Texas, 304 overall. Exit velos around 97.6. Watch the off speed, now 0-2. DJ Denny to follow. Mentioned there are 4 players on this Cooperstown Cobras team that will be here for the senior feature games. See one of them next in DJ Denny. Fouls that off. 9 players with state rankings on CBC Marucci Blackhawks, 6 on the Cooperstown Cobras. Cobras have been rolling so far. They beat USA Prime Coastal Scout 10-9 on Wednesday. Team Ontario 9-1 on Thursday, and they were 7-4 winners against Pro Stock yesterday. CBC Marucci lost their opener to RBI Baseball 17U National. That was a 3-2 score. And they beat USA Prime Coastal Scout 8-1 on Thursday. Team Ontario was supposed to be at Hiram on Friday, and unfortunately we had weather continuing to play havoc on this tournament, so teams were given a 1-1 tie in that one. Martin sends that into center field, got him on the run all the way to the warning track, makes the catch. I'll be out number 1. Had to track that down. Nice job in center field there. It was Chase Mowak. Here is DJ Denny, and DJ, one of 4 players on this team on his way to senior feature games, so DJ going to get comfortable. He'll be in Emerson for a little while longer. 17th ranked shortstop in Texas. EVs with a 102, bat speed of 78.5. Really like the changeup from Nick Carter.
Yeah, it's such a velo drop, isn't it? I mean, his fastball is sitting around 84, 87.
It's got some great late break.
Yeah, that curveball is sitting 70 to, that one was 69.8.
Was once again got himself an 0-2 count. Denny out of Argyle High School. Carter on the 0-2. Misses high and bounces away from his catcher. That one has some life to it. I think Carter's already reached his warnings on hat lossage in this game.
I was about to say that too.
Yeah, he's in penalty territory now. These are all only docked in our studio. They don't actually happen on the game.
Yeah, these
pops that up. Yeah,
broadcast
demerits.
We might be the only two people in the entire facility that actually knows what we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, maybe later on we'll get some. We'll get like a counter on screen. You know, where you make a little etch marks like you're counting away the days, and we'll have it be how many times the pitcher loses this hat. Another one popped up. Shortstop, third base, left fielder on the run. Shortstop's got it. It's out number 2. Went a long way to get that one. That's always dangerous territory too. You get a left fielder coming in, shortstop making that run back, but able to make the catch. So Weston Glass gloves that for out number 2.
Yeah, anything that flies in the air in a sizable distance or goes in between the infield and outfield is just treacherous waters.
Yeah. James Brian Gill, another senior future gamer to be. 2 down. Fouls the first one off. So the numbers 2, 3, and 4 hitters for these Cooperstown Cobras all will be here for senior future games. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
DJ Denny, James Brian Gill, and Alec Andrews, who's now in the on-deck circle. Slips it inside, misses, count 1-1.
That was pretty gross.
It was. Didn't get him to bite, though. Gill out of Liberty Christian School in Fort Worth. 5'11", 174-pound shortstop. EV's at 98.7. He's got a 2-1 count. Gill puts it in play, going to show off the speed. Tough play for the shortstop. Can he make it? Not in time. Bounces it from the first baseman, and Gill's aboard with 2 outs. Got Gill with a 6.67. Was pretty quick down the line.
Yeah. That's just a difficult play for any shortstop. I mean, there's guys in the major leagues that couldn't even make it through like that.
This is Alec Andrews. Again, on his way to the senior feature games. Andrews hit a ridiculous opposite field home run earlier in this event. 2-run shot. He's got EVs of 104 miles an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, catcher with a 1.88 pop time, 79 catcher velo, runs a 6.97. I know Texas is like a ridiculously talented deep state. I have a hard time understanding how Alec Andrews doesn't already have committed next to his name. Those are insane numbers. But that'll could clearly change after next week. He's going to get a lot of looks at senior feature games. And we saw so many guys last year get out of that with Power 4 commitments.
Well, I mean, even especially with the senior feature games, there were guys that played 1 game and then committed right after that game.
And stopped playing.
Yeah, had to stop playing because now he's committed.
I mean,
it's just, there's so many scouts there, especially that first day. And a lot of guys came out of here with a place dotted on their future.
Andrew, 6 foot, 194 pounds, kicking. Rake again, he can run, strong arm behind the plate, good receiver. Firmly expect he will find a landing spot sooner than later. He's got a runner at first, 2 down, 2-1 count here against Carter. This is inside. Future games is a lot of fun, but I don't know that there's another time period that we have here in a year at LakePoint Sports where you feel more delirious as it goes along. It's just the days start to run together. Comes a 3-1. Andrews ropes that, and you can see that is going to be trouble. Gill rounding third. Andrews going to be standing at second. The throw home is not in time. Andrews going to take off for third. That throw's late. Andrews is standing at third. He's got an RBI double that he's now extended to a spot at third base, and a big bat that we've talked about, Jack. Alec Andrews coming through. Well hit ball, put it where they weren't, and now he's got Cooperstown Cobras on the board.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't really see where it landed, but my guess is that it landed right near the line, kind of swerved down.
Well, I talked about him getting an Oppo home run earlier in the event, and he's been living on that side of the field, showing the ability to spray the ball. Tyler King now the right fielder. Cobras up 1-0. This camera on this field has been so reliable until we needed it to do something. Yeah. Maybe it was surprised to see somebody go Oppo.
Well, and another thing is, like, that's great base running.
Yeah,
right there. Both base runners right there were aggressive. I mean, just took opportunities when they can. Usually, you don't see teams be as aggressive early in games, but they're trying to get out of here, I guess.
Tyler King, Texas State commit, got an 0-2 count, runner at third. King pops it up. First base camping underneath it. Drifts over to second, makes the catch though. Inning's over, but Alec Andrews comes through with an RBI double. Cobras are on the board. It'll be CBC Marucci's Blackhawks' turn when we come back.
The success of every athlete depends on their instincts and split-second decision-making skills. S2 Cognition delivers the leading digital evaluation that is scientifically validated to measure these cognitive abilities that have been unquantifiable until now. The S2 eval is designed to analyze how athletes see, think, and react to in-game split-second decisions. So how does S2 work? The S2 eval is a 30 to 45-minute sports-specific digital evaluation that measures an athlete's cognitive skills and instincts. The eval is uniquely designed for each sport to capture the split-second decisions made in the game. The S2 score report is automatically generated after the eval, with data that provides a complete picture of the athlete's cognitive skills. These results will unlock opportunities for athletes, coaches, athletic directors, scouts, and general managers. It's time to know your game so that you can build to win.
At First Form, we help real people earn real long-term results. It doesn't matter if you're working out at home, you just started in the gym, or you're competing in the largest arenas around the world. Our full line of nutritional supplements are second to none and designed to fuel your journey every step of the way. With our industry-leading 110% money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Visit firstform.com today and let us help you reach your goals. Congratulations, Mom and Dad. Your life now revolves around sports. Well, you wouldn't trade it for anything. Welcome to Sporthood. DSG, only at Dick's.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast. All while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Congratulations, Mom and Dad. Your life now revolves around sports.
Everett, Neela!
Well, you wouldn't trade it for anything. Welcome to Sporthood. DSG, only at Dick's.
Welcome back. Cory McCartney, Jack McCartney with you. 1-0 lead for Cooperstown Cobras over CBC Marucci Blackhawks. Reese Don just leading off for the Blackhawks be followed by Tyler Collins and Brady Carius. First pitch out of the hands of Colton Crawford's in for a strike. Crawford, 62nd ranked righty in Texas, 295 overall. Fastball to 87.8, got a curve 62-66 and a slider 66-67. That one is sprayed down the right side, and that is going to be extra bases. Don just taking off for second. He's got a leadoff double. So the Blackhawks answering the extra base hit by the Cobras in the top of the inning. I'll try to capitalize on that as they'll now bring up Tyler Collins. Collins, a Lafayette High School in Kentucky, 32nd ranked outfielder in the Bluegrass State, 170 overall. Pops it up. Don just standing at second at a Baden High School in Hamilton, Ohio. 5'10", 165-pounder coming through with that lead-off double. Collins bat waggling. EV's up to 98.1. Can he capitalize with a runner at second, trying to answer that Cobras RBI double? Ooh, swings through the changeup, 73.5. Crawford, 6'1", 215 pounds. Let's get an 0-2 here to Collins. Runner taking off for third, and he'll have the bag as his catcher kind of lost it a little bit on the transition. Count now 1-2. So I know you, Jack, you've been going through the Future Games rosters. Who in particular are you excited to see? I mean, we get to see the Georgia guys all the time, but to me it's
teams
like...
or players?
I'll take either.
I'm really excited to see Texas North. They have two guys in the top 10. Colin Scott, who's the fourth player in the nation, number one third baseman in the country.
Landon Bonner.
And then Landon Bonner.
Yeah.
The seventh player overall in the country as well. That team is... There's a lot of other guys who are either nationally ranked or pretty highly ranked within Texas. Both California teams should be pretty interesting to watch. We've got 12 guys in the top 20 in California, as well as a ton of guys within the top 41 in the class for California. A lot of time, we had a difficult time with getting guys from California all the way over here.
That's a long trip.
It's a long trip.
Well, speaking of long trips, I can't wait to see Kai Watanabe again.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Kai here for a while during the junior feature games. I still remember, we got the 2-2 here. Collins pops that one back. I still remember walking back with Shooter Hunt from the South Fields, and we got word that this Hawaii catcher had put up a sub-1.9 pop time. And they said he got down to 1.85 unofficially at junior feature games. And I was like, a 14? What are we talking about here? And his star has just continued to rise. And this is, I know Kurt Suzuki has made a big impact on a lot of the Hawaiian board catchers. He was working with a lot of these guys before he became head coach of the Angels. But Watanabe seems like that's the next guy when you're talking about big players coming out of Hawaii. And so I'm really excited to see him in action. Colton Waters, whose brother is now at Notre Dame, that's somebody excited to see him in action. It's just on and on. And there's always guys that kind of surprise you, guys that kind of come out of nowhere. Punches him out on the corner. So Collins, after that long AB, goes down on strikes. It was a 7-pitch at bat.
I will say I'm excited to see Pennsylvania as well. Their pitching rotation is...
Well, we saw Mason Civetta already. We know what that guy's capable of.
It's led by the number 2 player in the nation, number 1 left-handed player, and the number 1 left-handed pitcher, Grayson Bell. as well as Mason Savett, and they're going to be pitching back-to-back. I'm not sure which game, but
Brady Carey drives it to short. Productive out, though, as the run crosses, and we're all tied up now at 1-1 as Donges crosses the plate. Now we need opportunity to get a look at Eric Nienaber.
Just to finish on what I was saying, if I'm going up against Pennsylvania and I've got to go up against Mason Savett and Grayson Bell.
Yeah, that's a lot. 6'4", 205-pounder out of St. X.
This kid's massive.
Yeah. He's the 45th ranked right-handed pitcher in Ohio, 184 overall. You know, we're playing first base today for the Blackhawks. Got his St. X helmet on.
Yeah. It's such a cool logo with the colorway. It just always sucks to me that like St. X and Xavier are pretty.
Well, but Xavier is more dark blue and St. X is the royal blue.
Yeah.
So there's some separation. Shout out Buck Burton, our family friend, is enrolled at St. X. Some would say he picked the wrong side of a big Cincinnati rivalry.
Shout out St. X's father, Matt Ponatoski, got drafted.
He did. Got sent by the Reds, which was super cool. Although he's got bigger fish to fry as a Kentucky quarterback.
He's a Kentucky quarterback, and he will be playing at Kentucky as baseball as well. So he's committed for both sports, which should be interesting to watch.
Nienaber is going to be aboard. So he's got a 2-out walk. I remember our conversation with Ponatoski during future games, and because the baseball at that point was I mean, he looked like that was going to be it. Like this kid is going to. This is Vanderbilt. This is Tennessee. This is wherever he wants to go to play baseball. This is what's happening for Matt Ponatoski. But the quarterback side of it, out of Archbishop Moeller, was just such a big part of the equation for him. But he said at the time he wasn't getting really anything beyond MAC offers to play college football. And then he goes out and just has an insane junior season, has an insane senior season. And everybody at that point was talking about him from a football standpoint. And now he's got an opportunity to be a 2-sport star in the SEC at Kentucky. So I'm certainly excited to see what lies ahead for Ponatoski.
I will say football recruiting is so wild to me that like you can get offers basically as a freshman, but a lot of the time they don't, unless you're one of the top dogs, they don't really offer you until your junior year.
Yeah, I think a lot of times it's just get on their radar kind of offers, as opposed to you obviously can't sign your letter of intent.
Yeah.
It's all verbal. Man, gets him chasing. Counts now 1-2. This is Trevor Carter. Carter out of West Clermont High School in Batavia, Ohio. Nienaber at first, a 1-1 ball game, 1-2 count. Can't get him in chase on at that time. But it always kind of feels like Christmas, though, right before future games, just because it.
Yeah.
I just think it's a lot of fun because we are literally at a point, and it's somewhat reminiscent of what we just saw with the MLB draft, where we saw so many players that we've seen here get picked. But just these guys' baseball lives, their journeys are about to change, and everything is about to come to a head. All those dreams about to be realized. We got a 1-1 game. You are watching the 17U National Championship. We'll be back from LakePoint Sports.
Windscreen Factory, more than just windscreen. We're a full-service sports facility contractor. We manufacture windscreen for sports and construction, do fence repair and installation, and fabricate field netting and batting cages. In addition to manufacturing the products, we also install upon request. We make safety padding for backstops, rails, and walls, as well as full-service print shop with logo, branding, and signage capabilities. Please call us for a quote today.
Congratulations, Mom and Dad. Your life now revolves around sports.
Everett, Mila!
But you wouldn't trade it for anything. Welcome to Sporthood. DSG, only at Dick's.
Welcome back, Cory McCartney, Jack McCartney with you. This is Casey Kersey at the plate, starting things off for Cooperstown Cobras. Casey to be followed by catcher Hunter Robinson, and then it's left fielder Parker Thomas. 2 hits for the Cobras in the first inning, 1 for CBC Marucci as they got a double by Reese Donges, and he'd go around to score that first run to get us all tied up. Kersey bouncer, third has it, plenty of time to make the throw, and that's out number 1. So we'll see a little bit more of Kersey from Saginaw High School in Texas a little later on. Brings us catcher Hunter Robinson out of Byron Nelson High School in Trophy Club, Texas. 6'1", 214-pounder, 40th ranked catcher in Texas, 275 overall. EV's at 98.9. 6'1", 214 is what you call a hoss in Texas.
Yeah, really. I would say Trophy Club is
it's a pretty sweet,
immaculate club, or immaculate city to be from.
Robinson fouls it off, count now 0-2. So last weekend we of course did have the MLB draft, and it was a busy time for you, taking people inside how the sausage is made. You were the one that was creating all the social media graphics for us here at LakePoint Sports, and I know it was a lot for you. It was a lot for everybody involved with prep baseball. How many people did you say how many guys were selected, past future gamers, past All-Americans?
So there were 18 All-Americans between the inaugural one and the one last year. So between the 3, there were 18 draft selections.
Bouncer right past Carter. He tumbles. That's on his way to center field, and Carter kind of pirouetted away from that. Tried to reach back, kind of awkward stumble. I think Carter might be hurt. That was a really awkward fall. Holding his ankle. So it could be an unfortunate turn of events here for Cooperstown, for CBC Marucci. Oh man, tough moment here. Carter's down. We're going to take a break in studio as we watch this sort out. Thoughts obviously with Carter here as he's now down after that tough pirouette after a ball hit right back at him. We'll be back. You're watching the 17U National Championship.
At First Form, we help real people earn real long-term results. It doesn't matter if you're working out at home, you just started in the gym, or you're competing in the largest arenas around the world. Our full line of nutritional supplements are second to none and designed to fuel your journey every step of the way. With our industry-leading 110% money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Visit firstform.com today and let us help you reach your goals.
There's nothing more important for your organization than the look and functionality of where your team spends most of their time.
Here at Netting Pros and Stadionic, we create iconic facilities that exceed industry standards and become the headline of your organization. We've worked with dozens of the top leagues, collegiate programs, and professional baseball organizations.
We are here at Clemson University to build our second baseball field on a football field.
And having that partner with Netting Pros to be able to look at that and say, how can we make this happen that can be great for fans, great for the experience, and they nailed it.
We have customized solutions for whatever your needs may be to help every aspect of your project, bringing facilities to life.
You got to make sure that we're having the top premier product. We want the best for our guys.
Without great partnerships and collaboration with Netting Pros, we wouldn't be able to pull this off.
We're confident that your venue will stand above the rest and your vision for the future will be made into a reality.
It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. Taking the stage, making a name, flipping the script, changing the game. We're taking the stage, making a name, flipping the script, changing the game. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now. It's time to step up. The time is now.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Well, welcome back. Our thoughts certainly with Nick Carter. Again, an awkward landing there on a comebacker. And Jack, you were rewatching the video. It looks like his plant foot, he just kind of awkwardly came down on it when he was trying to reach back and get that comebacker hit off the bat of Hunter Robinson. So Carter helped off the field, brings in now Troy Kazmarek, new pitcher for Marucci Blackhawks at a Lexington Christian Academy in Kentucky. 31st ranked righty in Kentucky, 106 overall, fastball up to 85, got a changeup 79 to 80, curveball 71, and a slider that sits 72 to 74. Carter went 1 1/3, allowed 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 22 strikes on 28 pitches. This guy was filling up the zone. So Kazmarek going to try to follow that up. We've got Robinson standing at first. Parker Thomas awaits in the on-deck circle, and it'll be Bo Kuhn, the extra hitter. Thomas, Northwest High School in Justin, Texas. I would assume Justin, Texas is like where they make the Justin boots. Just throwing that. I have no actual. I could probably Google that and find
Justin boots?
Well, Justin Boot Company.
There's snakes in the boots?
Yeah, Justin Boot Company. Is actually in Gainesville, Texas. The founder was H.J. Justin. So Justin Boots is not in Justin, Texas, but Thomas is from Justin, Texas, and then we're now going to get a look at him. You could say he is just in time. As Parker Thomas steps in now.
My joke was better.
Troy Kazmarek. See the first pitch from this Kentucky right-hander. Misses high. 83.1 out of his hands. And you got Hunter Robinson standing at first, 1 out here in the inning. So a Casey Kersey ground out to start off the second. That's in for a strike. It was pretty, going back to the draft though, it was pretty incredible watching everything unfold. Guys like Grady Emerson, who, have caught up with here at LakePoint, of course, for us locally, a guy that we know all so well. Trevor Condon going 12th to the Cardinals, I thought was just incredible to see a kid that we've spent so much time around. But Jacob Lombard and on. Coleman Borthwick, Gio Rojas, just so many guys that we've spent a good deal of time around, both here at LakePoint Sports and at the Prep Baseball All-American game, getting to hear their names called. Was just really cool to watch unfold.
Yeah. Well, I will say, I don't know if I've ever been more excited to see someone get drafted than when Trevor Condon did. I mean, that's a guy that we've seen him from the future games in 2024 just blow up. Every summer, every high school season, he's just gotten better and better, and he's gotten more looks as the year's gone on.
Yeah, I mean, first time I met Trevor, he was in 8th grade. He was at that point already a Miami commit.
Yep.
And it was just, incredible to watch him, because I think, and we've talked about this a number of times on these broadcasts, but that now departed Etowah senior class, there were expectations with Deion Cole, Matthew Sharman, and Trevor Condon that they were going to win multiple state championships. They almost won 3. They had to settle for 2. But by and large, Condon was number 3 in the pecking order of those guys when they all got to high school. Mm-hmm. And then he leaves as the only one of them to hear his name called on draft day.
Yeah, well, and
pretty
even
incredible.
He wasn't even on varsity his freshman year. The
incredible.
Other 2 were.
Bo Kuhn holds off, check swing, count 1-1. Southlake Carroll, 27, 6'5", 175-pounder. But yeah, he was a kid that had to work his way up, and now he's a part of the St. Louis Cardinals organization.
And then their second-round pick, Rocco Maniscalco, who we've also spent time with.
Yeah, I got, it was really cool. I got to tell Rocco during last year's NPI that he was going to be an All-American. And little did we know that was just the start, as he would reclass before the Prep Baseball All-American game.
Yeah.
And then wound up playing for the 27s instead of the 26s. They said the 27s instead of the 28s. 26s instead of the 27s. I'm losing it.
Yeah,
I know I know what year it is. I know where I'm at right now. Double steals on. So Kuhn now got 2 runners in scoring position, 1 down, 2-2 count. If Kuhn is not a shooting guard, there's something wrong with the world. 6'5", 175 pounds. Dribbler, third base has it. Second time in this inning, he gets an opportunity, and he gets out number 2, but a second run crosses for the Cobras as Kuhn grounds out, makes it 2-1. That was John Rivers, who was in as the courtesy runner for Hunter Robinson scoring. Still one aboard in the form of Thomas. Now we have Jack Beers. Trying to see if Bo Kuhn is.
He does play basketball.
He does. Nice. He had the look. Misses high to Beers. Beers out of Southlake, Texas. Dribbler right over the top of Kazmarek. Shortstop has it, throws. They get Beers to end the inning, but the Cooperstown Cobras have taken a 2-1 lead when we come back from our featured game from the 17U National Championship.
What do you get when brilliant minds roll up their sleeves? When all-out effort is in lockstep with a thirst for knowledge? You get an owl with a rich history of making history. We're busy blazing trails. We're more than 50,000 strong. Our moment is here. So let's gather up, dig deep, and rise together as owls.
Troy Kazmarek took over on the mound, and now he will lead things off here for CBC Marucci Blackhawks, trying to once again answer a lead taken by the Cooperstown Cobras. Colton Crawford works that in for a strike. Kazmarek to be followed by Jackson Gear and then Ross Banks. Once again, we will have coverage Tuesday of the championship game at roughly 11:20 a.m. And then we'll take a little bit of break, and then we'll get ready for senior future games. 4 o'clock.
Say a little bit of a break, but that's like they're like a couple hours apart from each other.
Well, that's okay. That'll give us time to recoup.
That's a little bit of a break.
Yeah, I mean, but you figure it gets done around 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And
you have a little decompression time, let your vocal cords rest.
Or decompose time, whatever you want to, if you want to call it as such. Wow. Kazmarek ropes at 91.1. That's on its way into the right center gap. Kazmarek is not going to hold there. Taking off for second, and he's got a leadoff double. Second leadoff double of this game for CBC Marucci Blackhawks, following the example set by Reese Donges in the first. So the pitcher now going to get a courtesy runner. Well struck ball by Kazmarek, showing off the speed. He's not just 31st ranked right-handed pitcher in Kentucky. Kid can rake and run as well, and now he's got a runner standing at second. Who they go with? This is Cooper Griffith as a courtesy runner. As Jack Gears at the plate. Strike from Crawford. Some good movement on that pitch. Gear from Lexington Christian. He goes to Lexington Christian. His ranking, 5th ranked third baseman, is actually in Minnesota, so I'm assuming that he's relocated now to Lexington, because that would be incredibly weird if he was ranked in Minnesota yet went to school in Kentucky.
Yeah. Dude, was that not a foul ball?
I thought it was a foul, but it looks like we're going to call it
looked
pass.
like
it was Game Changer says says pass ball. So regardless, the courtesy runner for Kazmarek, Cooper Griffith, is now standing at third.
See, Crawford's off-speed stuff has done a
pretty
lot
good,
of justice
yeah.
so far. But both offenses have just done a great job of
they're active,
getting runs. They're being aggressive really early. And the CBC, if it works out in their favor right here, will have had almost the exact same thing happen to them back to back.
Gear pops it to third. They get the out, but it is a productive one as we are now tied up at 2-2 as Griffith crosses the plate.
Basically same thing. Lead off double. Runner went from second to third on a passed ball, and then the next batter gets out, and at some point they score. So
this is Ross Banks now at a Rowan County senior high in Flemingsburg, Kentucky. He is the 17th ranked outfielder in Kentucky, 97 overall. Exit velos north of 97 miles an hour. 6 foot, 160 pounder. Ooh, watches that pump in for strike two. He's got some work to do now against Crawford. Bases are clear. Catcher set up like it's going to go outside, goes inside with it. The way he was spread out, I thought maybe that might be headed towards the left side batter's box. He's now working a 1-2 count. There he goes to it, punches him out on the corner. I don't think Banks even got to move the bat off of his shoulder.
I don't
That's
think
out
he
number
swung
2.
once.
Weston Glass.
That's the worst way to go out though. At least that third pitch was inside, and But
he was working it.
He didn't swing that bat once.
This is Madeira's Weston Glass, 5'10", 170-pounder. He swings through the first pitch.
That breaking pitch is...
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. He's got some good break on that. Chopper, short has it, throws on the run. They get Glass for out number 3. We are all tied up, though, 2-2 when we come back. You're watching the 17U National Championship from LakePoint Sports.
Congratulations, Mom and Dad. Your life now revolves around sports. Well, you wouldn't trade it for anything. Welcome to Sporthood. DSG, only at Dick's.
Welcome back. 2-2 ball game. Cory McCartney, Jack McCartney with you. It's the Cooperstown Cobras, CBC Marucci Blackhawks. We are all tied up at 2-2. Houston Webster, that's Houston with 2 T's. Last batter in the order for the Cooperstown Cobras. We have to double check that, Jack. It is in fact Houston with 2 T's.
They just want to emphasize he's probably not named after the city.
Maybe. From Ponder, Texas. 5'11", 165-pounder. Webster playing second base today for the Cobras. After him, it's back to the top of the order, and center fielder Mac Martin goes opposite field with it. Right fielder on the run. That's going to go foul. AB will continue.
What if you were saying it wrong? What if it's Houston instead of it being like
maybe
Houston? I don't know. That's my guess. It's like if there's 2 T's. Instead of being Houston, it could be Houston.
2-2 to Webster. Fouls it off.
I don't know, there's your brain teaser for the day.
There you go. I love it.
Or if anyone would like to leave a comment about if I'm correct or if I'm just blatantly wrong, it'd be great.
Troy Kazmarek was thrust into this ball game. Gets the punch out of Webster for out number 1. I think we're going to get a real look at Kazmarek this inning. In last frame, he was kind of just thrust into it after Nick Carter fell awkwardly, reaching back for a comebacker. So Kazmarek may have had designs on coming into this game, but it certainly was not with 1 out in the second inning. Here is leadoff hitter Mac Martin. Martin 0 for 1. Martin from Geyer High School in Denton, 57th ranked shortstop in Texas, 304 overall in the class of 27. That's a 6.97, 97.6 EVs. Fouls that off, counts 1-1. I like these almost Milwaukee Brewers-esque uniforms back behind home plate.
There are a lot of teams that I've seen this year have some sort of that Milwaukee Brewers-esque look.
I saw, I didn't get a look at the name, but I did see somebody look like the Cincinnati Reds City Connects.
Okay, that's cool. But Performance, that's a organization that existed for a while there.
Max Bryant out of Texas,
fell out and then came back. As I mentioned earlier, Landon Bonner plays for him. Chubb Jones Jr. plays for him. Maddox Bryant plays for him. They kind of rep that Brew Crew look, and then there are some other teams that are not Performance that also have it as well.
Counts now full.
It's really it's one that like hasn't been used a lot, so I think it like everyone might have had the idea like, let's go with the Brewers. I mean, this Charlotte Baseball Academy, they have the Orioles. Smartens affiliated themselves with the Atlanta Braves scout team.
So Martin draws a 1-out walk, brings up DJ Denny. Three hits in this game for the Cobras. Fouls that off. Some active bats here early on. 5 combined hits. We've seen 3 doubles in this game. 2 by the Blackhawks, 1 by the Cobras. We've seen 3 extra base hits, but only 1 of them resulted in a run. Only 1 drove in a run of our 3 doubles.
That's
Reese
wild.
Donges and Troy Kazmarek both had leadoff doubles for the Blackhawks. But the Cobras got theirs from Alec Andrews in the first, and that was an RBI double, and then wound up at third on the throw home. Misses low, now 2-1 here to Denny. Denny pops it up. And as we see from the home plate umpire's reaction, that was out number 2. Not quite sure where that one went as our camera did not cut, but there'll now be 2 down for James Brian Gill. Gill's 1 for 1. Gill set the stage for that RBI double from Alec Andrews. Can he do something similar here with 2 outs? I'm anticipating that's Troy Kazmarek's mom holding up the camera there, getting the footage of him pitching. I'd like to let Troy's mom and anybody else who's watching know that beyond this game, you can watch any of the games here at LakePoint Sports with LakePoint Live, powered by Aware TV and Pixelot. So you don't have to hold your phone and get that footage. You can have our broadcast cameras do the work for you. Or you can enjoy this moment, Mrs. Kazmarek, with you filming your son. This is like it's like the game within the game, like the filming within the filming. It's like this is like that movie I Play Rocky, where it's a movie about making a movie. This is us making a video about filming a video.
I will say I am excited for that movie. I think it could be really good.
It's pretty awesome.
And it gives off the same kind of like
it looks fantastic.
The vibes.
It doesn't look like an impersonation of Rocky. It looks pretty fantastic. All right, so Gill is aboard. So here we go. Alec Andrews again, run-scoring double last time he was at the plate. What does he have in store here? He's got runners at first and second. That's Martin at second, Gill at first. And Coach Matthew Heller going out here to have a word with Kaczmarek. All games today being played on an hour 45 time limit, a byproduct of a lot of rain that we've had here in Metro Atlanta the last couple days. It has jumbled the schedule, to say the least. Our game was initially moved up 20 minutes, but we were probably about, I don't know, almost right on time based off what was supposed to be our actual start time before things were adjusted off the 145 time limit.
Yeah, really. I mean, thankfully that last game took a little longer. That way we had a little bit more time to get our stuff ready and get ready for this pretty good baseball game so far.
Missed to start things off against Andrews again. Run-scoring double in his first trip to the plate. He will be here next week for the senior feature games. We're setting for a strike. Mama Kaczmarek has now worked her way to the other side. Now trying to hit all the angles.
I will say that might be top 5 scariest moments as a pitcher, is if
your mom's saying it. So it's funny you say that, because Nate Curcio, who is currently uncommitted, was previously a Jacksonville State commit, part of that state championship winning team for Etowah. He pitched the second game in the championship for them to clinch it. His mom is always behind home plate. So I actually asked him one time, I was like, does it make you nervous at all when your mom's behind? He said to this point, he's like, it's almost more nervous when she's not there, because he's just so accustomed to her sitting behind home plate. So maybe that's the deal with Kaczmarek. But he's got a 2-2 count here to Andrews. Sends that dropping into center field. Andrews is going to have himself another RBI as the throw is going to be laid home. Make it 2 runs driven in on the day for Alec Andrews. He's 2 for 2, and he's now got the Cooperstown Cobras up 3-2. The kid must be a landscaper, because all he does, Jack, is rake.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that was so bad. I can't even
rake.
I can't even comment.
All right, well, he's 2 for 2, and he has extended this, given for the 3rd time in this ball game, the Cobras the edge. See if they can hold on to this one, maybe extend it. So they've now got Tyler King, Texas State commit. Both runners take off. Ball gets away from the third baseman.
I will say he gave that enough loft where
it was perfectly placed.
It was perfectly placed.
It's like a golf. It was like a chip shot.
Yeah, really. And then the center fielder couldn't get to it in time. And when he did get to it, it almost bounced over his head, which would have been more trouble for this CBC team.
Tyler King at the plate. I mentioned Texas State commit, 38th ranked player in Texas in 2017. He's 73rd ranked outfielder in the nation. He runs a 6.43, has EVs of 102.6, a bat speed of 72.5, and a 93 outfield velo.
Jeez.
Playing right field today for the Cobras. And he stands 6'3", 205 pounds. As Brian Snicker used to tell us all the time, that's what they look like.
That's what who looks like.
Well, whatever it is that you're talking about, he would say that's what they look like. Drives it right to short, gloves it, throws in time to get King. Inning is over, but the Cooperstown Cobras are now up 3-2 off the bat of Alec Andrews, coming through with another run-scoring hit. We'll be back here watching the 17U National Championship.
Backed by over 100 years of engine design and manufacturing and a highly skilled dealer network. Yanmar. Yanmar Tractors. Quality. Hardworking. Reliability. Leave no job unfinished. Yanmar. Visit us at www.yanmartractor.com or see your local dealer for details.
At First Form, we help real people earn real long-term results. It doesn't matter if you're working out at home, you just started in the gym, or you're competing in the largest arenas around the world. Our full line of nutritional supplements are second to none and designed to fuel your journey every step of the way. With our industry-leading 110% money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Visit firstform.com today and let us help you reach your goals.
There's nothing more important for your organization than the look and functionality of where your team spends most of their time. Here at Netting Pros and Stadionic, we create iconic facilities that exceed industry standards and become the headline of your organization. We've worked with dozens of the top leagues, collegiate programs, and professional baseball organizations.
We are here at Clemson University to build our second baseball field on a football field.
And having that partner with Netting Pros to be able to look at that and say, how can we make this happen that can be great for fans, great for the experience, and they nailed it.
We have customized solutions for whatever your needs may be to help every aspect of your project, bringing...
This is Chase Moak, last batter in the order for CBC Marucci, as we quickly rejoin you as our... Actually got done back in play a little bit faster than we started here. And we thought we had longer. We thought that we were going to see the full ad, but we'll come back to that one later.
No, we're not.
People want to watch the games. This is Chase Moak, again, last batter in the order for the Blackhawks. He's to be followed by Reese Donges.
I will say we host tens of sports every year.
Tens of sports?
Tens of sports.
Oh.
Like
the number of
hundreds of sports?
Oh.
I said tens, whatever.
2-1 to Moak. Chopper, and there is no way in the world that exit velo was right. I thought we were about to have magic, and we had a dribbler to the second baseman. So Houston Webster is either an incredibly dynamic second baseman that he can just so easily glove 111.6 off the grass. But regardless, it's out number one.
I call cap on that exit velo. Anyways, we host a slew of different sports every year. If we ever get banana ball here, I want.
I'm telling you, I
stay away from that.
I'm telling you, I think there's going to be a youth version of. I think the next piece of the puzzle for the Savannah Bananas is that they try to replicate it where people can actually play in the events and have the same experience. I think that's where you're going to see. You're going to see like youth versions.
I already do, and it's pretty.
Yeah,
corny.
but I think I'm not saying like teams that are acting like them. I think you're going to have events where the kids get to kind of partake in the same experience, and that's what you could potentially see here. Reese Donges already doubled in this game. He's going to try to make something happen here with one out, but he's got a 3-0 count here against Crawford. Crawford looking to the rosin bag for answers as he's got a 3-0 count here against Donges. Instead, he'll walk him on 4 pitches. So the leadoff hitter is aboard for Tyler Collins. Collins from Lexington, Kentucky, Lafayette High School. Number 170 in the Bluegrass State, 32nd ranked outfielder. Each time the Cobras have taken a lead, Blackhawks have answered. Can they do it once again here in the bottom of the third?
On the first inning where the Blackhawks have not had a leadoff double that led to a.
Oh, that is true. So
run.
So they had a leadoff double in the first, leadoff double in the second. They did not get a leadoff double here in the third.
They did not.
So that's on you, Chase Moak.
A lot of pressure going up there.
Yeah. One out for Tyler Collins. Runner taken off. Hit and run is on. Is he going to have to retreat? He will, as the catch is made in right center. So caught by Moak. So Moak, that's the other center fielder. I'm looking at, I've got Moak on the brain at the moment. Mac Martin catches that for the Cobras. So 2 down. So it's Brady Carius. Carius from Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School in Lexington, Kentucky. Don just going to retreat to first. Of course, where that last ball was hit, even if Don just isn't taking off on a hit and run, he's still not going to be able to tag up and get to second in time where that ball was hit. So now 2 down. We got a 1-0 count here against Carius. Head coach Chad Treadway going out to have a word here with Colton Crawford. I think that may, in fact, be it for Crawford. Yeah, Colton Crawford's going to make his way off the field. So we're going to have a new pitcher here for the Cooperstown Cobras. Runner at first, 2 down here in the inning. Already a 1-0 count here against Brady Carius. And we'll fill you in a new arm. When we come back, you are watching the 17U National Championship.
At First Form, we help real people earn real long-term results. It doesn't matter if you're working out at home, you just started in the gym, or you're competing in the largest arenas around the world. Our full line of nutritional supplements are second to none and designed to fuel your journey every step of the way. With our industry-leading 110% money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Visit firstform.com today and let us help you reach your goals.
Congratulations, Mom and Dad. Your life now revolves around sports.
Everett, Mila!
But you wouldn't trade it for anything. Welcome to Sporthood. DSG, only at Dick's.
At IHG's Holiday Inn Express, you can take on Miami, Mexico City, or Minneapolis. Fuel up with free hot breakfast. All while earning points for free nights with IHG One Rewards. Guest how you guessed at IHG Hotels and Resorts.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Achieving your health and fitness goals takes hard work and the right nutrition. That's where First Form can help. Our industry-leading protein supplements can help fuel your journey. Visit firstform.com today and elevate your results.
Welcome back. New pitcher for Cooperstown Cobras is Bo Kuhn, Carroll, Texas. Fastball around 82.6. Got a changeup with over 2,100 spin. Slider 73 to 75. Takes over for Colton Crawford, who went 2 2/3, allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 was earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts through 26 strikes on 47 pitches in his 12 batters faced. Kuhn inherits a 1-0 count here against Brady Carius. He's got Reese Donges at first, trying to hold up this 1-run lead here for Cobras. Feels like, Jack, at this point, if you can't put up a crooked number in an inning, a lead doesn't seem safe. These teams have been able to trade blows thus far. All right, here we go. The lanky Kuhn going to get to work. Again, 6'5", 175 pounds. Imagine with the extension, how far down that fastball is going to feel like it's coming down the hill. All right, first pitch from Kuhn incoming. And it's popped up. Four hits in this game for the Cobras, 2 for the Blackhawks. 1-1. Third base has it, makes the throw in time. Nice job at third and at first. A good exchange there. Man, really athletic play there from Denny DeCourcy. Inning is over. Cooperstown Cobras still lead 3-2 when we come back.
First one I picked up, I just liked it the best. And like I said, I tried a lot of different companies, a lot of different models, and I fell in love with Old Hickory for sure.
Backed by over 100 years of engine design and manufacturing and a highly skilled dealer network. Yanmar. Yanmar Tractors. Quality, hard-working, reliability. Leave no job unfinished. Yanmar. Visit us at www.yanmartractor.com or see your local dealer for details.
Congratulations, Mom and Dad. Your life now revolves around sports.
Everett, Mila!
But you wouldn't trade it for anything. Welcome to Sporthood. DSG, only at Dick's.
Welcome back. 3-2 lead for the Cooperstown Cobras. Weston Glass now on the mound here for CBC Marucci Blackhawks, which means no longer will we see Troy Kazmarek, which means we will no longer see not Troy Kazmarek's mom taking video. So we got a point of clarification on social media. So apparently Troy Kazmarek just has a fan club.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, he's got Case and Kersey, Hunter Robinson, Parker Thomas to follow. First pitch driven foul.
Well, so as we get deeper and deeper into the 17U National Championship, it's always funny to see the people lingering before the future games, whether that's the scouting directors from other states or there's been so many
a lot of college scouts. Yeah. Well, this is a great opportunity for them because if you come here for the 17s, maybe you find some kids that haven't been committed yet. You roll that into senior future games, and then you've got future games to follow. Kersey ropes it into center field. That's 91.2 off his bat, and that is a leadoff single here for the Cobras. Brings up Hunter Robinson. Robinson 1 for 1. Robinson, last time he was up, hit a comebacker that pitcher Nick Carter tried to reach back and grab, awkwardly fell on his ankle, and that resulted in him leaving the game. So again, thoughts with Nick. Hope he's doing okay after that tough tumble. And now on our third pitcher in this game for the Blackhawks, Weston Glass. Glass from Madeira High School in Ohio. Works heading for a strike. 5'10", 170-pounder. He's yielded a leadoff single to Kason Kersey. And this is low and outside. Remaining schedule for the Blackhawks. They've got Pro Stock Baseball Club tomorrow. They're 1-1 this event. They've got a tie with Team Ontario off of that game that could not be played at Hiram yesterday. Meanwhile, the Cooperstown Cobras, again undefeated, they beat USA Prime Coastal Scout 10-9 on Wednesday. Team Ontario 9-1 on Thursday, and Pro Stock Baseball Club 7-4 yesterday. They've got RBI Baseball tomorrow at Rockmart High School, so an off-site looming here for the Cobras. Glass taking his time.
All the games will be played with an hour 45 clock time, so about 30 minutes left in this game. This game hasn't felt like it's taken an hour and 15 minutes.
That's been well played game thus far, well pitched. Both teams' bats have been active. We've seen 7 combined hits, 5 of them by the Cobras, 2 by CBC Marucci. Both of the Marucci hits have both been doubles.
Yeah. I will say the pitching has been kind of the name for this game. I mean, both offenses has scored more than 2 runs, but their breaking balls have just done so well so far this game. Their fastballs kind of had gone left and right, maybe high or low, but breaking balls have just worked so well with all the pitchers that we've seen today.
1-2, Robinson pops it up. Everybody's on the run down the third base side, and that is caught for the first out. So we'll remain with Kersey at first as Robinson pops out down the left side, brings up Parker Thomas. And I don't want to beleaguer the point here, but I do think when you have your starting pitcher who's pitching well, again, Nick Carter had thrown 28 pitches, 22 of them were for strikes. This guy was filling the zone, and you quickly then have to pivot to Kazmarek, and now we're on the third pitcher with Glass. When your pitching plans are unexpectedly altered, I mean, it can change the complexity of the game. So hats off to the Blackhawks thus far. They have kept themselves in position after losing their starter. 1-0 count here to Parker Thomas. Northwest High School, again in Justin, Texas, not the place that produces the Justin boots. Just in case you were in the Texas tourism industry and you fact check me.
Do you know where Parker Thomas lives? just in Texas.
That's what I said.
No, but no, just in Texas.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Like right inside the border. Like as soon as you cross, he's just in Texas. If just in Texas is not like right across the border.
He just lives in Texas.
Yeah.
So he's just in Texas.
Yeah.
See, when I try to make a joke,
Yeah.
it's not funny. But when you do it,
well, it's my show. Here comes the 2-0.
All right, Truman.
Thomas drives it. Center fielder on the run. And that is caught for the second out. Well struck ball, but a loud out for Parker Thomas brings up Bo Kuhn, who has now become the pitcher in this game for the Cobras.
You can see he's Bo Kuhn, the pitcher.
Yeah. I don't understand what that means. That's a stretch.
It's a stretch, yeah. It's a stretch. I'll deduct myself that. That was pretty bad.
Two down in the inning. Kersey remains at first. Cobras have scored 1 run in each inning thus far. He drives that one. It's on its way into the left field gap. And yep, Bo Kuhn's not going to hold it. He will hold it second. And we've got another run. So for the 4th straight inning, the Cobras have gotten on the board. They now lead 4-2. Bo Kuhn with an RBI double.
Yeah, he hit that into the right field wall, and just absolutely got it over the outfielders' heads. And both teams have been aggressive base running. Bo Kuhn was not going to be aggressive once he got to second, and they did a great job of scoring a run. They've done that 4 straight innings.
Yeah, 4 straight with 1.
Wild, because a lot of the time you might see that go on for 3 innings and then they'll stop, but they've been riding this wave of scoring since the beginning of this game.
RJ Walker is a courtesy runner for Bo Kuhn, now standing at second. Walker from Nocana High School in Nocana, Texas. Jack Beers at the plate. Beers is 0 for 1. Southlake 27, 10th batter in the order. Runner in scoring position for a team that has, again, scored 1 run in each inning to take this 4-2 lead. Beers flies out to second, but not before the Cooperstown Cobras have added another. They lead 4-2 when we come back from LakePoint Sports.
The success of every athlete depends on their instincts and split-second decision-making skills. S2 Cognition delivers the leading digital evaluation that is scientifically validated to measure these cognitive abilities that have been unquantifiable until now. The S2 eval is designed to analyze how athletes see, think, and react to in-game split-second decisions. So how does S2 work? The S2 eval is a 30 to 45-minute sports-specific digital evaluation that measures an athlete's cognitive skills and instincts. The eval is uniquely designed for each sport to capture the split-second decisions made in the game. The S2 score report is automatically generated after the eval, with data that provides a complete picture of the athlete's cognitive skills. These results will unlock opportunities for athletes, coaches, athletic directors, scouts, and general managers. It's time to know your game so that you can build to win.
CBC Marucci Blackhawks trying to mount in a response here. They trail 4-2. They've not scored since the second inning, and they'll lead off with Eric Nienaber. Nienaber will be followed by Trevor Carter and Troy Kazmarek. Bo Kuhn back on the mound here for the for Cooperstown Cobras, excuse me. 2 hits in this ball game for the Blackhawks, both of them doubles. And foul back. Counts now 0-2. Each game today being played with a 1:45 time limit, so we've got about 20 minutes remaining in this game. Who bounces that one right in front of Robinson? And this is high now, even. Ooh, works that in, punches him out. Yeah, Nienaber thought for sure that was ball 3, but works in the inside curveball. That was Olaf, Anna, Elsa territory there, Jack. My man left frozen for strike 3. Trevor Carter now at the plate. 1 down. He's 0 for 1. Kuhn pops him up. Third base well into foul territory, and Carter's going to have to come back, and the AB will continue. When the batter in the on-deck circle goes and gets the bat and like goes and brings it back to the batter when he's on his way to the plate, I can't help but think of like when you're watching like a night show and they're jousting and they like lose their jousting sticky thing, and their squire goes and picks it up and brings it back to him. It's kind of like the same deal.
That's what you think?
Yeah. It's like I've been watching Game of Thrones too much and House of Dragon.
Yeah, I'm not.
The Seven Kingdoms, all that stuff. It's too much. Yeah, it gets stuck in your head. Carter into right center, and that is going to be a 1-out hit here for Marucci Blackhawks. They got 1 aboard for Troy Kazmarek. Kazmarek, last time we saw him, it was a double. This time he does that. Can eat into that Cooperstown Cobras lead. We're getting a courtesy runner here.
Well, then to piggyback off of what you were saying, then every time someone uses the same bat as the guy that was before him, like Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, Duel of the Fates when they were fighting Darth Maul, and Qui-Gon.
But you're not jumping back and forth, and like that's not like that'd be like if you have one guy in each batter's box.
No, but what I'm saying is Qui-Gon.
Oh.
No.
0-1 to Kazmarek. He rips that down the left side and has 93.7 off his bat, but it goes foul. I thought we had a moment that we were going to have to absorb.
No, but when Obi-Wan loses his lightsaber, he has to use Qui-Gon's. So, there you go. You want to make some...
We're not using somebody else's bat. It's his bat.
No, but I'm saying when someone does use someone else's bat.
Oh.
We're getting way off topic here.
Well, I'm watching things that are reality, and you're painting what ifs.
Okay.
Right back to Robinson, just like he drew it up. Couldn't get him though. Imagine if he throws him out on that. It would have been like perfectly executed, like a trick shot.
I feel like I kind of want to see if like catchers will try that at some point.
That'd be awfully hard
try to bounce it
do
off
on purpose.
Yeah, that'd be wild if he was doing that on purpose.
Directional blocking. 1-2 to Kazmarek. Holds off. Counts now even. There is now 3 hits in this game for the Marucci Blackhawks. First we have seen that was not of the extra base variety. Oh, man. That got a part of something. Got a part of blue?
I think so.
I thought for a second there that it somehow hit off of Kazmarik's shoulder, but I think it did get a piece of the home plate umpire.
I thought he hit himself, not the umpire.
I thought it was like he's not even flinching like Kobe Bryant on that inbounds play. Kuhn in the 2-2. Poe punches him out. Once again, that's twice in this inning. The batter has been unpleasantly surprised by a strike 3 call. Now 2 strikeouts in the inning for Kuhn. Brings up Jackson Gear. Still got Carter at first. Blackhawks can certainly not want to take another scoreless frame as they've watched again. The Cooperstown Cobras score in each inning thus far to take this 4-2 lead. Can ill afford to have that happen here again in the 4th, and not scored since the 2nd. Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it goes nasty secondary. Count now 0-2. Kuhn has had a lot of success going inside against righties with the curveball. See if he does it again here on an 0-2.
Jeez.
He goes back to it, punches him out. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Bo Kuhn. Holds up this 4-2 lead for the Cooperstown Cobras. We are marching on to inning 5 when we come back.
There's nothing more important for your organization than the look and functionality of where your team spends most of their time. Here at Netting Pros and Stadionic, we create iconic facilities that exceed industry standards and become the headline of your organization. We've worked with dozens of the top leagues, collegiate programs, and professional baseball organizations.
We are here at Clemson University to build our 2nd baseball field on a football field.
And having that partner with Netting Pros to be able to look at that and say, how can we make this happen that can be great for fans, great for the experience, and they nailed it.
We have customized solutions for whatever your needs may be to help every aspect of your project, bringing facilities to life.
You got to make sure that we're having the top premier product. We want the best for our guys.
Without great partnerships and collaboration with Netting Pros, we wouldn't be able to pull this off.
We're confident that your venue will stand above the rest and your vision for the future will be made into a reality.
Backed by over 100 years of engine design and manufacturing and a highly skilled dealer network. Yanmar. Yanmar Tractors. Quality. Hardworking. Reliability. Lead. No. Job unfinished. Yanmar. Visit us at www.yanmartractor.com or see your local dealer for details.
At First Form, we help real people earn real long-term results. It doesn't matter if you're working out at home, you just started in the gym, or you're competing in the largest arenas around the world. Our full line of nutritional supplements are second to none and designed to fuel your journey every step of the way. With our industry-leading 110% money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Visit firstform.com today and let us help you reach your goals.
Inning number 5, Houston Webster will lead things off for the Cooperstown Cobras. Mac Martin, DJ Denny to follow. Lead is 4-2 over Marucci Blackhawks. Weston Glass, his 2nd inning of work, and misses high on his first pitch here to Webster.
Just a bit high. I will say these Delano bats have lived a little longer than I thought they were.
Ooh, Webster puts it in play. That's into left field. Is he going to have extra bases? Webster, he will hold it first. So well struck leadoff single here for the Cobras. Brings up leadoff hitter Mac Martin. Martin 0 for 1.
Another lady taking video.
Well, as we found out though with Troy Kazmarek, it could just be a fan. This may not be Weston Glass's family member. This could be just somebody who enjoys.
Or Martin's. It could be either one, trying to get that wide angle.
Yeah, it's trying to get like the scouting look from behind the plate of the batter.
Potentially, I don't know. A lot of these times, like you'll see when they randomly show up and start taking a video, it's probably the batter.
That is true.
I've met some moms though who have filmed every at bat from the pitching.
Martin jumps on the first pitch, drives that, and that is going to be all the way to the wall. Got another run-scoring extra base hit for Cooperstown Cobras. Mac Martin is going to hold at third. He's got an RBI. He's got a triple, and he has extended the lead now to 5-2. For 5 straight innings, Cooperstown Cobras have scored at least 1 run, and they extend their lead here in the top of the 5th. Martin coming through with another extra base hit for the Cobras. That was 8 now hits in this game.
I thought for a second that was potentially gone.
I thought it was gone for a second too, but
it had looked, but I think it bounced off the fence and rolled. That's kind of the way it looked. It looked like it hit the fence, rolled forward, and he was able to be aggressive on the base path and leg out a triple and score another run. I feel like if you're trying to keep the 1 streak rolling, you're gonna go 3 down if you're Cooperstown, but we all know you want to score a little bit more runs than 1.
Yeah, they would love a crooked number here. Again, we're about 10 minutes remaining in this ball game. DJ Denny is 0 for 2. He's got a 1-0 count. He's got Martin standing at third off that RBI triple. Denny pops it up. Left fielder, shortstop in the same territory. Shortstop has it, and Martin's going to smack his hands and return to third. So 1 down now for James Brian Gill. Gill 1 for 1. We'll see if the senior feature gamer to be can extend this lead for Cobras. In 1 here in the 5th, 1 run in each of the 5 innings played thus far. Last miss is inside.
That happened to him earlier too.
It sure did.
Inside pitch, and he flung his hands back over and it hit his hands. It's like deja vu.
That'll be strike 1, so counts now even. Matthew Heller coming out. We'll have a meeting of the minds here. 1-1 count to Gale again. Martin standing at third, and Alec Andrews is in the on-deck circle. Got an RBI double, an RBI single. Certainly making a strong case for player of the game. And of course, after the completion of this game, we will name our player of the game, and you can find our interview with said player across all of our social media platforms. Jack will be conducting that interview today.
Indubitably. I will say some games it's a little difficult because everyone has like maybe 1 RBI. There's a couple of guys with an RBI.
Oh, that time he couldn't get his hands out of the way. Gil got hit by that pitch. So he'll make his way down to first, and we'll have him now at the corners with Alec Andrews stepping in.
He's lucky that didn't hit him. He's lucky it was an off-speed pitch,
I will say, so Game Changer gave Andrews a triple in that first hit, but he advanced to the third off the throw. So technically that was a double. So they have doubles from Kuhn and Andrews and Martin with a triple. I'm going to go against Game Changer on this one because he advanced off the throw. Regardless, Andrews is 2 for 2 and he's got 2 RBIs, and he's got another opportunity here with 1 out, runners of the corners. Certainly got my attention, as I mentioned, that opposite field home run he hit earlier in this event. Glass on the 1-0. Runner will take off for second as that bounces in front of Carius. I haven't looked at the forecast, but so far so good here on this Saturday.
I'm going to knock on wood real quick.
Yeah, I don't think there's any real wood anywhere in here. Okay, that's drywall. Yeah.
Imagine. It's going to be like SpongeBob, use your imagination.
This is like MDF, I think, on the top of our studio desk, so that's not actually wood.
I didn't think it was.
Yeah, well, I'm just throwing that out there. 3-0 count here to Andrews. Runners at second and third now. Gill at second, Martin at third. Glass going to step off. All right, so now there's somebody else taking a video in the back over there. So I'm going to assume this is Alec Andrews' mom, because if this is the second different person to take video of Weston Glass, then he really would have a fan club. .3-0 to Andrews. Misses upstairs, and you could tell he wanted to swing that bat. He'll head down to first now. Bases will be juiced for Tyler King. So the Texas State commit got a chance to completely blow this game open.
Well, I just realized that the person that commented saying not his mom, LOL, is actually not a mom in general. That is somebody's father.
Okay.
Not mother, so. But a lot of people taking video throughout all these events.
Yeah. Well, again, I mean, I go back to it. LakePoint Live, powered by Where TV Picks a Lot. We got you covered.
Yeah, no need to spend the money to get a GoPro or anything like that.
No, or you're gonna need to use that space on your phone.
Yeah,
we got you.
We already know you have so many photos and videos of your kids already. Yeah. You don't need more.
And then you get this fancy camera angle here. All right, 2-0 count here to King. Bases are loaded. Oh, King with a laser shot that is cut off, though, by the shortstop. Another run's going to score. 99.8 off his bat. Shortstop just kind of throwing his body in front of that one to stop anything further from happening. Could have been all kinds of trouble, but it's another run to make it 6-2, and the bases are still loaded as Casey Kersey steps in. Kersey is 1 for 2.
Yeah, this is dangerous waters for the Blackhawks. Bases loaded. They only have 1 out. They've already met their minimum of 1 run scored this inning.
Yeah, they had their first crooked number 2 here in this frame to make it 6-2. For the clock watchers out there, there's only 3 minutes left in the clock, so this game will certainly be over with as we get through the 5th inning, but Blackhawks going to have their say in how this plays out. For now, they're just trying to get out of this frame without allowing further damage. Bases are loaded, 1 out, 1-2 count to Casey Kersey, who is 1 for 2. Kersey swings through, makes it 1-2.
So I've talked about how the off speeds have been kind of the the main pitch for these pitchers today. They can try to get, if Glass can get an off-speed pitch low to try to get a. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, Kersey's driving that. Left fielder has it. Runner will tag up from third. Make it 7-2. That's now 3 here in the frame for the Cobras. So Kersey does his job. There are 2 outs. Look at this, Hunter Robinson. Robinson 1 for 2.
I was trying to call a double play and it didn't actually happen. So, but
well, if they do it now, it'll just be for show. There's 2 down here in the inning.
Well, even with that out right there and that run scored because of it, they're seizing the moment still with the bases loaded.
Robinson pops it up. Glass will have it himself. Inning is over, but it's now a 5-run lead for the Cooperstown Cobras. When we come back, CBC Marucci Blackhawks down to their last chance. You are watching the 17U National Championship from LakePoint Sports.
There's nothing more important for your organization than the look and functionality of where your team spends most of their time. Here at Netting Pros and Stadionic, we create iconic facilities that exceed industry standards and become the headline of your organization. We've worked with dozens of the top leagues, collegiate programs, and professional baseball organizations.
We are here at Clemson University to build our second baseball field on a football field.
And having that partner with Netting Pros to be able to look at that and say, how can we make this happen that can be great for fans, great for the experience, and they nailed it.
We have customized solutions for whatever your needs may be to help every aspect of your project, bringing facilities to life.
You got to make sure that we're having the top premier product. We want the best for our guys.
Without great partnerships and collaboration with Netting Pros, we wouldn't be able to pull this off.
We're confident that your venue will stand above the rest and your vision for the future will be made into a reality.
The success of every athlete depends on their instincts and split-second decision-making skills. S2 Cognition delivers the leading digital evaluation that is scientifically validated to measure these cognitive abilities that have been unquantifiable until now. The S2 eval is designed to analyze how athletes see, think, and react to in-game split-second decisions. So how does S2 work? The S2 eval is a 30 to 45-minute sports-specific digital evaluation that measures an athlete's cognitive skills and instincts. The eval is uniquely designed for each sport to capture the split-second decisions made in the game. The S2 score report is automatically generated after the eval, with data that provides a complete picture of the athlete's cognitive skills. These results will unlock opportunities for athletes, coaches, athletic directors, scouts, and general managers. It's time to know your game so that you can build to win.
Eight, 9, and 10 are due up for Marucci Blackhawks. This is Ross Banks, Weston Glass, Chase Moak to follow. Bo Kuhn, 3 strikeouts in the bottom of the 4th inning. He gets off to a similar start there after swing and the miss to Banks. Blackhawks have been kept off the scoreboard since the 2nd inning. They have 3 hits in this game. Stick around after the completion. We will talk player of the game, and of course you'll be able to find our player of the game interview on all of our social media channels. Here comes the 0-2. Make that 1-2. Fouls that off. Coon has allowed 1 hit in his 1 1/3 inning. Again, 3 strikeouts. And you can certainly say about these Cobras pitchers, they are filling the strike zone. There's a 1-2 from Coon. As I say that, he throws a ball, but regardless, Crawford, the starting pitcher, Colton Crawford, 47 pitches, 26 strikes. Coon has thrown 25 pitches, 18 of them for strikes. Swing, a miss, make that 4 Ks in this ball game for Bo Coon since coming in for Crawford. And steps Weston Glass with 1 down. Glass is 0 for 1.
Well, I will say, as to take a second away from the action, we have been informed that there are several Justin Boot stores in Justin.
Nice.
So,
okay, love it.
Just to clarify the conversation we had.
I feel like at this point we should have a Justin Boots commercial that should be played during the breaks.
Where should your feet be? Justin Boots.
Oh, nice. A 1-2 count here to Glass. Coon, 4 strikeouts. Wouldn't like the call. Here he goes. I'm better going to step out. Chase Moak in the on-deck circle. Blackhawks trying to get something started here, and they have been held off the scoreboard since the 2nd inning. Gets it, makes it 5 strikeouts for Bo Coon, and he has been dialed in. Also got himself a 2-run double in this ball game. Can he strike out the side for the 2nd straight inning? You're allowed to say strike out the side even if they weren't 3 consecutive batters. If all 3 outs are within an inning, a strikeout, you say you struck out the side. That's my belief.
Yeah, the other way of, I guess, saying it, like,
well, if I just say, because I think when you think it's not consecutive batters, if all 3 outs are registered via strikeout, then you strike out the side.
Yeah,
that's how I believe it goes.
The other way would be 3 up, 3 down. That
Correct.
would be the striking out only 3 guys.
1-1 to Moak. 2-1. He's allowed 1 base runner since coming into this ball game and release of Colton Crawford. He's now got a 2-2 count, which leaves the Blackhawks down to their last strike. And 5 strikeouts for Bo Coon to go along with a 2-run double.
I'd be surprised if he goes back to that fastball.
Misses high, count will be full.
If I'm Bo Coon, I'd go to that nasty curveball.
Yeah, he's had a knee-buckling curveball he's been wielding here, and puts it in play. Second base, makes the play. Can he get him? Wow, they got him. What a play at second to finish it off. Unbelievable. Webster goes to Kersey. The game is over. Cooperstown Cobras get out of here. They are 7-2 winners, and that was a remarkable play at second to finish this thing off. And punctuation mark there for a Cobras team that was in control of this one. Scored 1 run in every inning until we got to the 5th, and then they tacked on 3 more. They had 7 runs on 9 hits. Marucci Blackhawks 2 runs on 3 hits, and we'll let you take in now the post-game handshake. What a remarkably well-played game by both of these squads. Take a break audio-wise here in studio. We'll rejoin you shortly to talk player of the game and more.
At First Form, we help real people earn real long-term results. It doesn't matter if you're working out at home, you just started in the gym, or you're competing in the largest arenas around the world. Our full line of nutritional supplements are second to none and designed to fuel your journey every step of the way. With our industry-leading 110% money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Visit firstform.com today and let us help you reach your goals.
Welcome back here in studio. Cory McCartney, Jack McCartney with you. 7-2 win for the Cooperstown Cobras over CBC Marucci Blackhawks in our feature game from the 17U National Championship. And Jack, this game was just trading blow for blow through the first few innings here. We saw Cooperstown Cobras take a lead in each of the first couple innings. Each one of those Marucci Blackhawks comes back, and then Cooperstown Cobras just kept the action coming. They get one more in the third, one more in the fourth. Then they blew it open. 3 runs in the 5th inning, 7-2 victors. We saw Marucci Blackhawks stay with them for a little bit, but ultimately they just had too much going their way in this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, it's very rare you see a team score a run in every single inning.
They just nonstop.
And they did a great job of pitching well especially after that second inning. And then the bats were hot. They were riding the wave of scoring runs. They were taking advantage of moments. And they stopped CBC multiple times of gaining momentum and allowing CBC to gain more.
Yeah, and I talked about this a few times during the broadcast, but the unexpected can change your plan within a ball game. And we saw Nick Carter, the starting pitcher for CBC Marucci Blackhawks, start off really well, but then there's a comebacker, Hunter Robinson, hits at him 90 plus off the bat. He reaches back awkwardly, appeared to have fallen on his ankle. He was out of the ball game, was helped off the field, and then they kind of had to scramble a little bit. Troy Kazmarek comes in. They end up then going to Weston Glass. So maybe having to go back to the pitching well a little bit earlier than the Blackhawks had anticipated. But Cooperstown Cobras just kept the heat coming. Again, they are 7-2 victors. So when we start talking player of the game, we had a couple options in this one. Alec Andrews goes 2 for 2. He had an RBI double, 2 runs driven in total in this one. We also saw another extra base hit from Mac Martin, gets a triple. But Bo Kuhn, not only did Bo Kuhn go 1 for 2 with a 2-run double, guy comes in relief and pitches 2 1/3, 5 strikeouts, allowed 1 hit, no walks. Bo Kuhn just was the man late in this ball game. Was that kind of that tone setter late in this one for the Cooperstown Cobras. I think we got to go Bo Kuhn for player of the game.
Yeah, Bo Kuhn had 5 strikeouts, as you said, pitched 2 1/3. He did a great job at the plate as well. He had that great
2-run double.
Yeah, 2-run double. I was playing on the word 2-run. But yeah, he had a great 2-run double, and that kind of gained a little bit more momentum for Cooperstown as they went on in that inning.
Well, congratulations to the South Lake Carroll right-hander, again, coming through with the plate, coming through on the mound, and Bo Kuhn is our player of the game. A reminder, you can find our interview with Bo across all of our social media channels, so make sure you check that out. You'll see Jack and Bo on camera for that one. We will be back on Tuesday, championship game coverage, 11:20 a.m. That, like all of our broadcasts, available for free on Facebook, X, and YouTube. And then later that day, 4 p.m., the feature games get started. We'll have senior feature games coverage for you on that day. Then it's Wednesday with the workouts, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, game of the day action. We'll be back finally on Sunday for the Junior Feature Games Championship. You do not want to miss any of that. Again, available for free on all of our social media channels. And if you want to watch any of the action from the 17U National Championship or any of the events played here at LakePoint Sports, you can do so via LakePoint Live, powered by Pixelot and Aware TV. So you make sure you check that out. Until next time, for Jack McCartney and producer Maddie Bullock, I'm Cory McCartney. And for now, we're signing off from LakePoint Sports.